On a previous episode of Pulsation, we covered a story about a bishop in Guyana who was arrested because of rape allegations against one of his church members. Thanks to HGTV, we have footage and we're going to show it to you right here on Pulsation. Take a look.
A file regarding the rape allegations against Bishop Joseph Prasad is being prepared. Credible sources have confirmed to Nightly News, while another well-placed source related that the bishop is being investigated for rape. Detectives heard of another rape allegation leveled against the bishop, dating back about 1 year ago. It is the victim's story that when her father died, Bishop Prasad ingratiated himself into her home under the pretext that he could provide counseling. That night, he slept over at the house.
And after my mother went in her bed, he called me over to the room and
called you over?
he just like, when my mother gone in, how I must go for, but I didn't know what he was thinking or whatsoever, right? And I went over and then he started to kiss me and then I pushed him off, right? And I was like, I going back in my room, and then he started to take off my clothes, and even to then I was trying to push him off, right? Because I don't see him like that, I don't want.
Did you at any point in time tell him to stop?
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and eventually he like pushed me on the bed, but not in a rough kind of manner, and he had sex with me.
The victim told investigators that the following day, she couldn't face the bishop at the breakfast table, and he begged her not to tell her mother.
I was sitting at the table with my head down, and my mother was asking me what happened, but I didn't answer her. I just told her that my tummy was hurting, and he was also asking me what happened. So I said nothing because he already know what happened, right? And I thought he would stop coming after me. But eventually, it continued to happen.
What continued to happen?
Me and him.
Having sex?
Yeah.
The victim told the Nightly News of how the bishop searched her bedroom in their absence, took her photograph, and placed it in a special book in his library at his Diamond home.
That he just deal with black hard book and how he have the picture in the book.
Witchcraft?
Yeah.
He has anything like that set up in his house?
I haven't seen anything, but I know he have a library.
Police heard that Bishop Prasad had planned to divorce his wife. That's when he opened a bank account in his and the victim's name and began to transfer funds.
He asked me to go and open an account for him because his wife want to rob him of all his money, right? But the wife never went and do the divorce.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
We'll have more on that story later on in the show. A video has surfaced all over social media of a 13-year-old boy talking about his decision to end his life. Davian Johnson was found under his mother's living room table with a gunshot wound to his chest. Take a look at this video of him describing why he decided to take his life.
Welcome. This is the first video I make for why me kill myself. I probably know by now say me dead. Or maybe not. Maybe uno save me and me in a hospital right now. Me not sure. But me not want to be saved again. The first time I try to commit suicide, never want to be saved. But me make myself get saved because I couldn't bear the pain. Number one reason why I kill myself is because you see, me take words to my heart. Like for example, if me wanna say, the boy act like an idiot to say, like how Auntie Jaya say. Me take it to heart and feel say me a real idiot. And me feel bad about it. And me try be nice, it just not work. You know, like when people cut me, like Auntie Jaya almost every day and complain about me. Number two reason why I do it. The day when, well, it test, the school work hard, and I not feel say me have a pass the test. I know say if I not pass the test, me can't go back home. So it not really make no sense me try when me not go reach nowhere. Sometimes I get bullied at school. I'm used to fight. If I never know, I'm used to fight, yes. But me try stop now. No one fight me getting a from me garbage month in a first farm. Yeah. People that me hate the palm bus at school. Then just act like I eat that funny bus. I love lick the care in their head like I feel like we shot them at some time and kill them. That me did want to do when me grow up, kill people. I will then do that treatment, but I say no, not do that. Better me just do it to myself that time better way. Sometimes I feel careful like words that I say to. I'm pick me them. Because then we take it to heart and I'm going to lose something bad, kill themselves like me. Yeah. Later. Rest in peace.
I'm speechless right now. I don't really know how to comment on this video because it could have been anyone. Give thanks for life that it wasn't you, one of your family members. It could have been your sister, your uncle, your auntie, your cousin. It could have been your child. Too many times in the Caribbean, I feel like mental illness or depression is overlooked. We feel like, I know people in my family even, like previous generations, they've been through a lot and they feel like just praying and just moving on and sweeping it under the rug is okay. But some others may not be that strong. People may not have someone to talk to, and words cut deep. So yeah, you may say sticks and stones may break my bones, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, that meant nothing. He took his life instead of taking the lives of others, which is something he mentioned that he wanted to do. Now, I don't know how his family feels or how his Auntie Joy feels, but I hope it cut her deep, because calling him an idiot or making him feel like he's less than, no human being should ever feel that way. To you, it may seem like it's just a word, but to him, it scarred him for life, to the point where he took his own life. So I want you guys to be considerate of the words you use to your children. Be patient with them. They didn't ask to be here. So there's no reason why you should take your anger out on them or make them feel like, you know, they're worthless. Give a listening ear to someone who seems like they're in pain, someone who seems distant, someone who comes to you. You know what it is? In our community, people to reach out and to talk to people, because in the people always either carry your people are scared to talk to people because of these things. Open your heart and open your mind and acknowledge the fact that depression is real in the Caribbean just as much as it's real in the States and anywhere else in the world. When we get back, I'm gonna have my guest co-host and we're gonna talk about what we're thankful for. We'll be right back. As mentioned, I have a special guest co-host today, Mr. Don J's in the building, upcoming Guyanese artist, the Caribbean John legend. Yes, welcome to Pulsation, my friend.
It's a privilege to be here. I like the upcoming. I did wrong a long
You
time.
like the intro?
Yeah,
the intro was popping, right?
But you also special 2 times, you know, because I extra special. You know?
You are. You're extra special. The good kind of special, not the bad kind. But anyways, so happy pre-Turkey Day.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
It's Turkey Day ready for me.
True, it's Turkey Day for Pulsation too. What are you thankful for? Do you want to just let us know real quick before
Definitely
you move
thankful for life, thankful for real people in your corner, thankful for Jesus Christ.
on?
Definitely. You know, recently, like yesterday, my stepdaddy had a heart attack.
Wow.
And you know, I'm very thankful for the fact that he got he got to the hospital on time, and they were able to pull off a triple bypass surgery on him.
Wow.
So he's recovering right now, and I give thanks for that. You know, God and His mercies, because it could have been some worse news. You know.
For real. You hear that, people? Let's all give thanks for life. Okay.
Oh.
So you're familiar with the show. You know how we get down here at Pulsation. It's time for what's hot and what's not. Now, I know you're a manly man, but you're going to help me out with this. All right, so let's take a look. It's all about makeup for the first few pics and what's out, what's not. Check out this picture. First of all, thumbs up, people, if you think it's hot. Thumbs down if you don't. First of all, she's a completely different complexion. What you got to say about that, Dan? How you feel about women who wear makeup?
Well, you gotta do your thing, man. Listen, whatever makes you feel good and confident about yourself. A lot of women feel like a sense of depression, or you know what I mean, like, or you know, like they're not good enough or whatever. And I see makeup change a lot of women's life, a lot of friends' life. Like I know girls like the makeup game come on par, and then there's like, yo.
Do you feel some people take it too far? Let's look at these next photos, and you tell me if you feel like some of these women are taking it too far. What about this one right here?
She definitely. Anyway.
Speak up, let me. Stop, let me hear.
She needed it. She thankful for makeup this
Oh my God!
this
That's the way it's a
Thanksgiving.
thumbs down or thumbs up.
Thumbs up, man. Look at that. Like
First of
you
all,
could have probably
I feel
bought
like,
that.
honestly, I feel like the makeup is cute, yes, but I feel like she should have, you know, paid attention to her skin treatment first instead of, because people have a tendency to rely on makeup solely, but
It's probably cheaper to get the makeup than to treat the skin. You never know. Could be a substitution. Sometimes it's when you got mommy, it's got so granny bobby. It's a Chinese thing.
you know what? I can't. We gotta guide these on the show. Next picture, please. Next pic, producer. Next pic. YouTubers. What about this one though? I like her makeup.
Oh yeah.
But I think she looks like a completely different person. I mean, all the nose look different.
That's how you blend. You're not blending up.
You know what? Next. You sound like my producer. That's not about blend. Wait, this next one looks like they're related though. Brand Katango Truth. Look at her. Don't they look like they're related?
Wow.
Her and the last one.
Who's out, man?
Oh goodness. But you know what, guys? Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Take a look at this video of this comedian who had a lot to say about this grandma's finger wave hairstyle. She looked like a dime piece.
Dime out. Dime out, dime out, dime out. Why would you do your grandma like that? Good morning. Why would you do her like that? You don't sit here and done dimed her out on the media or the social. That is not right. Good morning. People on here trying to make change in the world, and here you come slaying finger waves. She done got through segregation in her time, and you done dimed her out knowing she was a dime piece back in her day. I can tell she was, because she's a beautiful woman. She's beautiful. Now, don't nobody want to sit beside her in Bible study. They back there flipping coins in the bathroom. They sit beside her because she done slayed waves of finger in her
What do you
hair.
think about this?
Love your grandma. Don't you send her out the house like that. I'm going to sit here and look at you. I love you, sweetheart. You are beautiful regardless of what your grandbaby done did. Now change the world. And Lester, get in there and call Smithsonian because they is missing some good corn pieces. Good morning. Love your grandmama. I love you. You are beautiful. Change the world.
First of all, I'm somebody's daughter. You think my mom could leave the house looking like that? Moment, pick up yourself, yeah, Atas. First of all, there's nothing wrong with finger waves, but the whole dime in the hair.
Granny setting trends. Y'all need to stop hating. Look.
Who hating on Granny?
Tell me where you ever seen her before.
I've never seen it before.
Exactly.
She's a dime. Yeah, she's a dime.
Enough of them had enough quarters to do that.
Here you quarter is a dime.
It looked big. It looked like quarters.
You know what? That doesn't change anything. You know what, then? It's time for social media breakdown, where we present the videos, the hottest videos on social media right now that got people talking. The first video we're gonna show, Dan, is of Dr. Phil talking to this couple. This girl and her parents is there as well, because this lady is apparently having an affair with a Kenyan pastor in Tekoya Mangel. So wanna watch this.
10 o'clock p.m. in Kenya. It's about 8,500 miles from here. And joining us live all the way from Kisii, Kenya, I'd like to welcome Kevin. So hello, Kevin, thank you for your patience. I'm here with Sarah, her husband, Keith, her father and her mother, and her sister. And they're all very anxious to hear from you. Your plan is to marry Sarah in February, correct?
Yes, of course.
Are you aware that she is married, and how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm aware about that.
Well, how do you feel about the fact that you are a pastor and you're involved with a woman that is married in the eyes of God?
She has loved me, and I have loved her too, so.
Right, but she's married. She has a husband and children.
But she told me that she is divorcing. That's what she told me.
Well, let me introduce you to Keith, who is her husband.
Okay.
Say hello to Keith. Keith, what would you like to say to Kevin?
Hello, Kevin. All of this stuff you're talking about, you're a Christian. I don't know what Bible you guys are reading, but the one I read says that it's one man, one woman. You don't covet your neighbor's wife. And also, I hope you don't think that I will give up willingly. This woman was a gift from God to me, and I will fight until the very end to save her. A man doesn't steal another man's wife.
And if she comes to you in February, then you need to look just down the road about 2 blocks, because right behind her is going to be her husband and her father.
Be glad you're in Kenya.
Amen.
Because they don't respect what you're doing here. They don't respect what you're doing here. I don't advocate violence. I don't incite people to violence. And I am just telling you that they are going to take whatever means necessary to protect their daughter and their wife.
I love Sarah so much. She's in my heart. And I've never found another woman like her.
Anything you want to say to Kevin before we hang up?
I love you, baby.
Okay, Kevin, I thank you for coming on and speaking with us today.
Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome.
So long.
I love you, baby.
Listen, it speaks for itself. Let me hear your good ass. Let me hear you.
So why you want to put me on the spot? People, listen. First of all, they look retarded for going on Dr. Phil. First of all, if the woman want the black man, she want it, you know, they can't stop that. Because the way it's looking, it look like she's sampling him already and she'll go back for more. The woman got Kenya in February talking about, oh, the father and the husband going to be right there. What y'all going to do? You don't think he's going to have all his village members coming in after y'all? What y'all going to try to do? Like, it don't make sense to me, but you know, some of y'all gonna talk about, you know, marriage and whatever. Yes, marriage is sacred, but at the same time, she wants to leave. It's not like she's trying to cheat on him. She's not cheating on him. She wants to leave, and him want walan. So I don't know.
Yeah, I saw my brother trying to fight for something that already gone. But long story short, once he go black. Anyway, listen.
You never go back.
He took her to Dr. Phil because he obviously believes she needs some therapy to what do you say, like undo the damage.
There was no damage done. If anything, she got some touch.
To him, it's damage. Like, how you gonna,
He needs to move on.
Of course, definitely. She said, love you, baby. What else you waiting for that?
Like, she embarrassed you on national TV,
But now we talk about the pastor man side now. We don't feel. I feel
see,
like,
that's the thing, though. Because, well, we talking about a lot of pastors today, huh? Anyway, we talking about a bunch of pastors today.
Getting a lot of action,
this is the thing, though. I mean, he's single. He is a pastor. He's single. She wants to get divorced. That's what he said. She said she's getting a divorce. I'm not think saying do nothing wrong.
Definitely, because I guess there's a lot more to this story that we didn't really know about the private discussion between Mandingo and
Mandingo. You know what?
And the lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, sad man gotta give up. Time done.
All right.
There's nothing more embarrassing than that.
Party done. Anyway, this next video, as you guys remember from the last episode with the whole big Miss Kitty thing, talking about old boyfriend eat out a styrofoam and husband eat out a, you know, cockroach and him something there. This next video is a skit that's been going crazy on social media. Take a look.
Keisha, I'm hungry, you know. Where you cook? Where you cook? On the table. Keisha, the only thing I see is a styrofoam box here.
It's not a styrofoam box for the table.
Yo, Keisha, how can I eat that? Yo, you're cooking and putting a styrofoam box there for the nice plate that we have.
It's a styrofoam box. I was in there, so the plate that been there in a dusty boy. Me know you hear Miss Kitty say, boyfriend them out of styrofoam, husband them out of plate. Banana ring. So no, sorry, put it on. Mr. Put it down!
But Keisha. Keisha, but...
Hello, listen to the video. Our part there, start the video. Our part is, and make sure you wash out back my styrofoam.
I never know about a styrofoam. What do you mean wash out back styrofoam?
Hello, styrofoam expensive. Listen to me, man. It's either that or you go to Nyam on the source of ground. Is, you know, wash out back the styrofoam.
You eat out a styrofoam?
Listen, once I get feed there, right?
You know what? You struggle. So
No,
you should
boy,
deal with
no.
Miss Kitty then, because you would satisfy with Miss Kitty. But we're gonna get into that later on in the show.
Definitely.
Guys, as mentioned earlier, we have an update on the Bishop story, who was arrested on rape allegations. Thank you HGTV for the footage. We have a recording between the Bishop and the alleged victim. Take a look.
Hours after Bishop Joseph Prasad was taken into custody by police on allegations of sexual assault, investigators are listening to recordings in which Bishop Prasad telephoned his victim from the lockups, begging her to withdraw the allegations.
What is this that is doing to my character, my career? Everybody from the church don't flatten my phone down. Please, we have to reprint this paper. Travis Stace want to put it on the news tonight. You gotta call in Stappy.
I ain't calling me and stopping.
Now in the lockups, Bishop Prasad is seemingly remorseful for his behavior and is now telling his victim that he will no longer stalk her and wishes to legally bind that promise.
Would you come to the station and drop this case, Miss Mata?
No.
Why?
Why you can't let go of me?
I let go of you. There's no more you no more. I let go of you.
Oh, only because they didn't lock up, you say, no?
No, there's no more me and you no more. There's nothing more about that. This, you go your way for free.
And I must just take your word for it?
What else do you want me to do for it? What else do you want me to do? All right, I'll make a paper at the JP today that this is the end. I will never call you nor look in your direction any longer. I will never call you nor look in your direction any longer. Not a text, not a message, nothing to you.
Then, when his victim insists that she will not withdraw the allegations, the bishop called upon the name of the Lord.
What about all those messages and things where they send into my mother and you pretend as if it's not you, you don't know nothing about it?
Is it me sending messages?
Of course.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Lord.
I have the number in my phone and my mother have the messages in her phone.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
The victim told Nightly News of how Bishop Prasad forced himself upon her, stripped her, and had sex on Wednesday last at his Diamond home. He denied that allegation at the police station, but apologized for it in a recent recording.
And whatever happened on a Wednesday is because I was very insecure, and I truly apologize. I did not lie to you. God knows my sincerity. Darling, I don't want to ever lose you, baby. I respect the fact that you don't want to have anything to do with me at the moment. But please, 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 please think about me having an opportunity to work with you and to help me have a prosperous future. Please.
Up to the time of this report, Pastor Joseph Prasad remains in police custody. while more women come forward with similar allegations. Reporting for HGP Nightly News from Parfait Harmony, I am Travis Chase.
Once again, I want to thank HGTV for the footage. For those of you just tuning in, that was audio of the bishop arrested on rape charges. Too much I go on with the pastor them. Sorry guys, too much I go on with the pastor them. Too much. The man I beg. Anyways, we're not going to get into that right now because I don't feel like arguing with you.
Just remember though that the pastor's human first. You know, you understand? He see the thing and the thing warm me up.
A pastor though?
He's a pastor, he know the word, but that don't mean the word know he.
You know what? This next video is of an East Coast race in Guyana. Take a pre.
Red White, the GTR versus the Nova. Speed, pace, white the race. Red White, the GTR versus the Nova. Speed, pace.
That's sweet, yo.
Of course.
You have memories from when you was back home.
It reminds me of childhood. Listen, we used to have our own sports in the neighborhood. Like when we got things to race, people used to race. Yeah. Listen.
That's it for social media breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed. But you guys know what time it is. It's time for our hotspot of the day. Now, our hotspot of the day is in St. Martin. Thank you to one of our viewers who requested that we cover somewhere in St. Martin. So we are covering the Simpson Bay Resort and Marina. If you're interested in a two-bedroom beautiful villa in Caribbean nightlife, fine dining, and water sports, this is the place for you. Take a look. What you got planned for Thanksgiving?
Well, I got this thing I called the pouring tour where I just go about by people's house, pour and eat with the guys.
Don't try to come on my yard.
Well,
Anyway,
definitely. You cooking?
No.
You know
Honest, me I cook me a wife material. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't have two left hand. And them don't broke in a country I come from, big up Portland. But anyways, guys, in honor for the Caribbean
when the
people
accent come out, you know it's real.
Right? Talk truth. For Thanksgiving, for all my Caribbean folks who's living here in the U.S. and they celebrated Thanksgiving, we have the dish of the day, Trinidadian style macaroni pie. Take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Ria of cookingwithria.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to make my macaroni pie recipe. Macaroni pie is a favorite on the island of Trinidad and Tobago. We usually eat it on the weekends, on a Sunday, along with callaloo rice and stew chicken. It's one of the most popular recipes on my blog. Macaroni pie is not like apple pie or pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. In Trinidad we just decided to call it a pie, but it's more like a baked mac and cheese recipe. It's finished, it's firm, and it's cheesy, it's rich, and it's indulgent. It's something you would really enjoy. It's a great side dish, it makes a lot, it has simple ingredients, it's easy to prepare. In this recipe, I'm using Elbows macaroni because it's easier to find and the cheese gets into the tiny little holes, which makes it so much more tasty. Traditionally, bucatini is used, and bucatini is a thick spaghetti-like pasta with a hole running through the center. If you're using it, break it up into small pieces, but today, as I said, we'll be using the elbow macaroni. You will also need evaporated milk, about 1.5 cans, mustard, ketchup, and I'm using organic ketchup, salt of your choice, I like using Himalayan salt, black pepper, butter, eggs. If you're a vegetarian, you can leave out the eggs. It's not really needed. You would also need grated onion and garlic, or granulated garlic and onion powder. Let's talk about the cheese. Traditionally, what we refer to as Trinidad cheese is used. It's from New Zealand, and I got this in Trinidad for about $35.99 for 2 pounds. It's a soft cheddar cheese. If you don't have access to Trinidad cheese, you can buy New Zealand cheddar cheese at any supermarket. You can also use a combination, and in this recipe I'm using a combination of mozzarella and the Trinidad cheese because the mozzarella gives it a melty effect and it really adds nice flavor to it too. But if you don't have the Trinidad cheese or the New Zealand cheese, you can also use extra sharp cheddar. A yellow or a white extra sharp cheddar will do. You can use this alone or a combination of the cheddar and the mozzarella. Let's make the milk mixture first. In a measuring cup, add your evaporated milk, your eggs, grated onion, grated garlic or your granulated garlic powder, black pepper, mustard, and ketchup. Mix well, using a whisking motion to break up the eggs. Now it's time to grate your cheese. You can use a food processor like I'm using here. I find that it's quicker and it requires less effort, but if you don't have a food processor, you can always use a hand grater, but make sure you use the large side. It will work just as well. Next, we will boil the macaroni. In a large pot, add about 16 cups of water and 1 to 2 tablespoons of salt. When it comes to a boil, add the macaroni. Stir for the first minute or two to prevent sticking. Cook until al dente, about 7 to 8 minutes, and then drain. While the macaroni is still very hot, place it into the same pot it was boiled in. Add butter and mix until it's melted and well incorporated. Add half of the cheese and mix it until it's well combined also. Stir in the milk and egg mixture. And pour it into a greased baking dish. This is a 9 by 13 that I used. Just even it out at the top. Press it down with a spoon. Top it with the remaining half of the cheese. Place it in a preheated oven and cook until it's golden brown, about 30 to 45 minutes. Serve it the real Trini way with some freshly steamed jasmine rice, callaloo, and stewed chicken and a salad, or make it a part of your own favorite family combination. I hope you enjoyed.
You learned something.
You learned something, because I really don't believe you know for cook, eh?
You know what? One day I'm gonna have to prove it, but you see, because I'm me and you, so.
I used one of them girls who believe you gotta get your ring first before you cook.
You know what? Don't start. Don't start. I ain't say all of that. But anyways, guys, we're gonna head over to Soca Dread and listen to some tunes, and when we get back, I'm gonna take it, man. Keep it locked.
Don J in the building.
Yes, we're back. I'm still kind of vexed with your still tree. I can't go like I can't cook. Just say you want to find out. Just say you want to sample my cooking. Or you scared somebody gonna hear you say that?
I might be scared of the cooking, but listen.
Don't try to play
if you
me.
say you could cook, I believe you. We not fit like that. Use the
You
host.
don't.
Use the host. I believe you. Look my face. I believe.
I don't trust you. You're coming like the pastor. Like you want to just thief somebody's wife. All right, so big up my producer Brian because he my wallet down, right? Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving, Brian. I give thanks to him. God know, I give thanks to him. I have little sense for me be the host. So yeah. And I give thanks for you too, Clive. I give thanks for you. They keep me on point here, people. They make sure some ear up. They make sure some face beat to the gods. Why? Anyways, entertainment news. Shout out to Popcorn because he's doing something great for the community. He comes from St. Thomas, Jamaica, which is more in the countryside in Jamaica, and people have been protesting lately about the bad roads, and he's finally stepping up to the plate, and he's saying he's willing to meet with any member of parliament to get something done. Check out this video of people protesting so you guys can understand what we're talking about.
Greetings, my name is Omar Ryan, and I'm a part of, to some degree, leading the protest in St. Thomas for better roads. It is no secret that St. Thomas has the worst road network in Jamaica. And it's a shame because it's the parish that all the marl, all the sand, all the gravel that they use to the roads are from. And every day for years now, they're taking out the resource to other parishes to build roads, to build hotels, and build all sorts of infrastructure. But at the same time, we have the worst road network in the country. And so this protest today is a protest against the neglect and the failure of authorities over the years to deal with St. Thomas and respect St. Thomas. Because they don't respect us. Up to water, most of the water that go to the houses in Kingston are from St. Thomas. And so we are fed up. We are really fed up, and we need St. Thomas to be addressed and placed on the front line for our development. And it starts with us getting better roads. And that is what I'm saying today. Give thanks.
A crux on the ground, butterfly fast, boy could you make a sound, ready to go round them.
That guy was not lying. St. Thomas is literally right next door to my parish, Portland, yeah me. But the roads in St. Thomas, they really are horrible. It's like seriously, people can hardly drive. And I have big up my friend Sammy at St. Thomas, where used to love to me say, you know, my parish are more country than fear when they have bad road, but I'm not saying no. But I'm glad that the artist is stepping up to the plate and using their platform for some good, because the government needs to pay attention to these things. They have dangerous roads, man, I'm telling you. Not because of Jamaica, I'm come from
That's a problem throughout the whole Caribbean. And even, like, you see it here too, like, the places that they want to look pretty, they make sure it, you know what I mean? So it's good that Popcorn is doing that, putting some light on it, and also wants to be involved. So
yeah.
Shout outs to you, Popcorn.
For real, because that parish isn't really a tourist attraction. That's why they don't really pay attention to the roads out there like that. But I'm glad he's stepping up. Now, the Dan Garga Ninja Man was found guilty of murder along with his son Janeel and his friend Dennis. From an incident in 2009, a man was shot and killed by the name of Trooper. Now, he's been out on bail for the past 8 years, but they finally sentenced him. The length of his sentencing is unknown, but he could possibly face life, which is sad because it's like, they might take the dancehall artist them. That's how I feel about it. It's like, he was doing so good while he was out, and I'm like, why wait 8 years later to tell the man, okay, you're guilty and you could possibly be facing life in prison?
You probably should just be thankful for the 8 years, because at the end of the day, no matter how much skill or how much talent you got, if you're taking life, you gotta live with the consequences of taking life. You know what I mean? Ninja Man is a bad artist.
You're better than the pastor, them we just cover. Preach.
No.
Preach.
He's a bad artist.
No.
He's good in every right, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's something that is serious within the Jamaican society. You know this. You know. Y'all's boss gun.
Who?
Y'all's boss
you
real
ever
gun.
see me boss gun yet?
I never say you,
You
but when we say y'all, we just
you ever see me boss gun yet? Don't come put me on it. I have though. You know, I've been to the gun range before. No, I have to talk to it. It's awesome, guys. Ladies, if you haven't done it, men too. Going to the gun range is pretty awesome. It was a great experience.
So this first time you bust a gun on the gun range?
You know what? Anyways, so moving on. Ladies, I'm so sorry to announce that Conscience has married his longtime girlfriend, Latoya. Take a look at these pictures. Big up Conscience. I feel sorry for her though, because she might get one bag of bun. Ring not gonna change the fact that you're gonna get bun, you know, he's a dancehall artist.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to. Maybe the girl's satisfied with your bun. Y'all need to stop this.
Listen, not even the wife is satisfied with fear husband and she gone to Kenya. If you're gonna get a Kenyan man and you all the way in the US, you can't tell me that two people living in the same house ain't gonna face bun problem, blow problem, horn problem.
Maybe there's a problem that she willing to take. So y'all put so much stress
That's
on
because
this
you're
bun
an artist,
thing.
you know. That's because you're an artist.
So I tell y'all, I said I'm waiting patiently for 2025 when women can start sharing men, because this is what's going on. It's a shortage.
Yes,
so,
man shot,
I definitely
okay.
help out the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so tell your girlfriend. All right, you hear that?
No, y'all gonna use me now. But remember Dan said this in 2018, 2025.
Man, I gotta take you and we'll come back. Guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back and we're gonna tear him to pieces.
Yes.
Caribbean Power Jam Radio. We're ready to give you service that caters to all your business, events, promotions, and marketing needs with competitive pricing. You've tried the rest. Now consult the best. Caribbean Power Jam will assist you in determining which type of packages will best meet your needs. Contact Caribbean Power Jam at 347-425-8227. We're located at 169 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11212.
People, I'm upset. God know I'm upset because my producer don't want to give me a little overtime.
Yo.
I will look a Thanksgiving show and I don't want to give a little overtime. Sean, tell Brian to give me overtime, please. And thanks. Viewers, tell them to give me overtime, please. And thanks. Okay, guys, it's time for Artist Spotlight.
Whoa.
Yes. You don't know we have Dan J in the building, upcoming Guyanese artist, Caribbean John Legend. We're gonna take a look at his music video produced by Honest Illusions called
In the Morning.
All right.
You gon' make me late for work. Oh, baby, I gotta go. Before I leave, it's Monday morning. You're gonna make me late for work. Your body is calling, baby. If I leave, then I will hurt. I can't resist you, baby. You know what you do to me. So before I leave, take me to ecstasy. Sex in the morning, got me going so crazy. I gotta go to work now, but I don't know how. You got me feeling so lazy. So damn ineffable, too incredible when I'm with you. My body gets so weak. This pedestal is just for you. How I wish that you would come out from under the sheets, girl. You got me like this, wrapped up in your love, baby. I can't leave. It's the warmth of your body when And I'm holding you tightly in my arms. Baby, you're the one. We're gonna make love till the moon hits the sun. Yeah, sex in the morning, got me going so crazy. I gotta go to work now, but I don't know how. You got me feeling so lazy, so damn ineffable, too incredible when I'm with you. My body gets so weak. This pedestal is just for you, for you, for you. I'll do anything for you, for you. Make love in the pouring rain. For you, baby, I'll do anything for you. Hold me tight, girl, never let go. Nothing but my t-shirt and your stiletto. In the bedroom, 20 toes. Let's do something different, make a video. Baby, you're my fantasy, brought to life in reality. Yeah, sex in the morning, got me going so crazy. I gotta go to work now, but I don't know how. You got me feeling so lazy, so damn ineffable, too incredible when I'm with you. My body gets so weak. This pedestal is just for you. It's Monday morning, you're gonna make me late for work. Your body is calling, baby. If I leave, then I will hurt. I can't resist you, baby. You know what you do to me. So before I leave, take me to ecstasy. Yeah, sex in the morning, got me going so crazy. I gotta go to work now, but I don't know how. You got me feeling so lazy, so damn ineffable, too incredible when I'm with you. My body gets so weak. This pedestal is just for you. When I'm with you, baby, I gotta go.
Let me clap for you one time. Let me
Boom,
clap
boom,
for
boom,
you.
boom, boom, boom,
Got
sister.
it, got it, my friend. Up and coming Guyanese artists. Oh, you mean put them on the map, yes. Shout out to Brian K. Roberts for directing
Boom,
and shooting
Honest
that video. You
Illusions.
don't know, yeah. My producer, Bap, hey, who can touch me? I'm my producer. That. Anyways.
Listen, I guess you keep me sharing. I like that.
You know what? Yeah, Mr. I give thanks in absence for make me be the host. So what do you? Anyways, guys, first of all, Dan, great video.
Thank you.
The quality is amazing. And coming from a Guyanese artist, that's very important. Because, you know, like, especially in the Caribbean overall, like, to have good quality videos, I feel like that's an important thing. Because we're in the time of HD and 4K and all of that. But let me ask you about the experience, you know, you had shooting this video, because you had, first of all, that lady in the video, your leading lady, was very beautiful. Wow. And she's not typical like regular video vixen, the extra manga will look like they not eat Thanksgiving food, you know? Like, she had some thickness to her and she's very beautiful. So how did you get her in the video? What made you pick her? And I'm gonna ask you some other questions.
The video actually picked her. Let me tell you what happened. This video made itself. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
So Brian ain't have nothing to do with it.
Well, well, I'm talking about the capture. Like, we had our plans, and you know how plans go.
Yeah.
So we had everything mapped out. Boom, boom, boom. Girl came to the rehearsal. The girl that we selected. And on the day of the shoot, we got makeup artists on deck. We got the full crew. Everybody there except the act. The girl get cold feet, never show up.
What?
So we in this hotel room. Everybody looking at me like, we can't do nothing without this. So my manager, she was working on it. She's like, hey, I'm gonna get somebody, whatever. She hit her up. This girl came through, and she was, what could I say, man? She was better than anything else we could have asked for. She came with the right attitude, and she brought herself, and she made it look real. Like, I got a lot of compliments. A lot of girls like, yo, thank you for using a thick girl. Thank you for using, you know? And And that's how I am though. I like them with little meat, so it looked good for me. I love it.
don't look for me too hard.
Oh no.
But you know what, for real, because she wasn't a typical video vixen, you know, and I, as a thick girl, I appreciated that as well. But let's talk about the realness of the video. So everything was real clearly. She was sitting on top of you. Yes. She was naked. How did you control yourself in that situation?
In a situation like this, given that the leading act didn't show up in the beginning and we got limited time, we already rent equipment, pay for Brian time, you know, going on. So yeah, it's a lot of people in the room, and you have to make yourself, the businessman have to step in and be like, listen, you got to do what you got to do. This got to happen now. I can't afford my one act to feel uncomfortable. It was very hard. I had to count to 100 a couple times. As you can see, she was proper, right? So we had to make it happen, you know? So.
Well, it's good to know that as an upcoming artist, you also have respect for women, and you didn't just look at her as a video vixen.
I have 6 sisters.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to all of y'all. Right? Ashley, Ashira, Ashanti. That's enough of them. I don't want to continue.
I was about to say you forgot your sisters' names, but So what was it like shooting with Honest Illusions?
Definitely a great experience. And for my first project, it was, you know, they made me feel as though like I was a veteran in the business, you know. I had proper guidance, and I couldn't ask for a better team. So I definitely will be working with Honest Illusions again for my future projects. So, and as you can see, the quality is up to the times. Up.
But speaking of making you feel like a veteran in the business, the sound, it sounds like you are, because we look at you and how you've been, you know, rocking with me, and to see the video, like when you open your mouth to hear that voice, it's like, well, I'm there. It's coming from you. So who are your inspirations in the music industry?
Well, I have a lot. That's a very hard question, you know what I'm saying? But I would say that listening to John Legend's music was one of the people that helped me to find my voice and give me something to, you know, that I could work and build on, you know. But I had a lot of inspiration, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, you know, the big people coming right down to like the younger artists of my generation. So I give shout outs to everybody, and even if you go onto my Facebook page, you would see that I'm one of the artists that is not afraid to post somebody else who was doing good, somebody else. You know what I mean? It's not about that for me, because I grew up being behind the music for a long time. Like the What's Hot Guyana production, my father, Ian Johnson, he's the one that has been doing that for over 15 years. So I was like a little kid around behind the scenes doing music for a long time. So it's not that I'm a rookie, it's just that I feel like it's my time now to put my sound out there, you know? So
you basically answered my question, because my next question was going to be, you know, how did you get your start? But basically you started off with working with your father behind the scenes?
Yeah, we had a show called Talent Exclusive. On Saturdays, it used to showcase young amateur talent, and then it evolved into a big show called What's Hot Guyana. So I've been around it for a long time. You know, met a lot of cool people, like my boy recently passed. Shout out to Spider, God rest in peace. Like, he's one of the people that been around from the foundation with me. One of the people that's like, Dan, you got some talent, I think you should start too, you know?
Okay.
And they encouraged me to start writing my own music, because I used to remix everything, you know? So I have a lot of thanks to give to the people that have been around from the foundation.
So you write all of your material?
Yeah, definitely.
100%. I respect that. You're very humble. And
I also co-write with Red Blaze, which is my partner in crime. So we co-write. We co-write on her project, she co-write on some of my projects.
I respect that.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't like to admit that they help someone co-write or someone helps them co-write. I'm telling you, people, he's so humble. What you see is what you get. You have a wonderful voice. And I can't wait to hear some stuff. You gotta let us know, you know, what plans you have, like what's next for Don J, the next video, the next songs. Like, let us know what to look up on YouTube and stuff.
Well, as you see with that, clearly, like, I believe in quality over quantity. So at this point right now, I've been basically planning out my music, and I'm trying to get it mixed and mastered to follow suit. You know, I can't put out no stripping this now. So we got a lot of work in progress right now. next year seems to be the year to start putting out singles and videos, so stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff waiting to come out.
Okay, and we're waiting to premiere it right here on Pulsation. We're gonna take a look at the making of In the Morning video with Honest Solutions.
Definitely.
You gon' make me late for work.
Boom, it's your boy Don J. I'm here kicking it with Honest Illusions. You know how we do. I'm shooting my new video called In the Morning.
You know, when Don J's team first approached me about doing In the Morning, you know, I must admit I was a bit skeptical, just for the simple fact that the lyrics in itself were so explicit. There it is. Cue the actress. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it.
Take me to ecstasy. Sex in the morning, got me going so crazy. I gotta go to work now, but I don't know how. You got me feeling.
Okay, you're in here. You're focused on the computer. Focus. Okay, cue the orange juice.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, you notice her. Okay, I'll cut there. When doing a scene like this, we could expect one to be very nervous, especially a woman who we would ask her to do a little more than the average video. And it was that exact nerves and fear of the camera that made our first talent not show up at all.
My t-shirt and used to let go. In the bedroom, 20 toes. Let's do something different, make a video. Baby, you're my fantasy.
We were fortunate enough to get in contact with another talent who was willing to fill in. There were moments where we had a few wardrobe malfunctions, and you know, and I'm a respectful director. I would never exploit a woman in a way that she should not be depicted in front of a camera. So, and I know the talent was very worried and concerned about her image out there. So we were very careful in what exactly were edited and what was cut out. We did at one point decide to do a director's cut, which would expose a little more. But after, you know, speaking about it, we decided for the sake of the talent, we weren't going to do that version. So guys, sorry, you won't get to see any more than you see in the video. Working with Don J was not a difficult task at all. In fact, the team that was assembled made my job as a director much easy. Clive, who acted as our director of photography on set, did an excellent job at pointing out those minor things that us directors sometimes do not catch while we're focused on that particular scene. His manager, Simona Sampson, I mean, she just made sure that he maintained the brand Don J throughout the entire video. And I appreciate when artists are willing to go that extra mile to make sure they look good, which at the end makes me look good.
My body gets so weak. This pedestal is just for you.
I am very excited. My Honest Illusion staff here, you know, we're excited about this release as well. And we would personally like to thank Don J and his team for coming out and working with us. It's been a lot of fun, so we hope you enjoy it.
You know what you do to me. So before I leave, take me to ecstasy.
Let me tell you, that shower scene, well, I towel steamy. But you know what? That voice you heard, that's my producer, Brian. So you guys know what I have to hear. You know, not that it's a bad thing. Hi, Brian. But anyway, let people know where they can reach you before we go on to the next segment.
Definitely, you can find me on Instagram, Don J Music, Facebook, Don J Music, Don J, or Don Johnson. You know, you can find me on Twitter, Don J Music. And also quick shout out to my management, Start Again Studios, Red Blaze, that lady with the dreads in the video, that's my manager. So you can hit her up if you want to book your guy right here.
Your whole team full of actors and actresses, eh?
Listen, you got to utilize everybody.
I just want to say, before we move on to the next segment, because, you know, we have overtime and I don't want to wait But anyways, happy Turkey Day, happy Thanksgiving to everyone celebrating it. Shout out to all the viewers who got it locked. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pulsation. Share, like the page, invite all of your friends. Thank you for all the love and support. We love and appreciate you here. This is the first holiday episode of Pulsation ever. I'm super excited, but you know what? Yes, clap to that. Give thanks for life with a grateful heart, because you don't know. Them never want me, yeah. But you know what? Anyways, guys, we're moving on to one of my favorite segments and some of yours. Top the Ting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, me. Top the Ting, Diego. Top the Ting. Hey. Top the Ting. Top the Ting. Hey. Top the Ting. All right, so in our last episode, we featured a video of Miss Kitty, the fluffy diva, going on a rant about boyfriend treatment and husband treatment. She said boyfriend for eat out a styrofoam, and boyfriend not forget every kind of sex, just mama and papa, and husband alone get wife treatment and whatever. Take a look at Dr. Love's response to Miss Kitty, and then we're going to look at her response after. Try not to laugh too much.
What man? What real man? What decent man would pick up and get a fabulous girl like Kitty? What man would really pick up Kitty? First of all, let me describe Kitty in a diplomatical way. First of all, Kitty, you don't look good. Kitty, you don't look good. Kitty, your mouth too broad. That's the next thing. Kitty, your body is very loose. Kitty, when you take off your drawers, let me break it down, Kitty. When you take off your drawers, in a real talk, you know. When you take off your drawers, Kitty, first of all of the fat cover your front. That's the big thing. That is a turn off. Right? It would take a lot for a real man to go to bed with somebody like Kitty. May I be honest? May I be real honest? You'll have to intoxicated, really intoxicated to deal with somebody like Miss Kitty. Real talk, I'm not joking. You have to be under a lot of alcohol. You have to be smoking some weed. You have to be in a certain atmosphere to deal with somebody like Kitty. I swear, I'm not lie. Right? You have to be drunk to deal with somebody like Kitty. Kitty no look good. So Kitty, when you are going to say, boyfriend not get treatment as husband, Kitty, you don't have a husband. No man, no, Kitty, you're not in the married category. Kitty, you are not in the married category. Where married is concerned, you are not in that category. Kitty, you're in a category as a girl on the side where you just go beat up, right? And get a head job done when you're going through a bad time. Use the kind of girl, Kitty, where you use as a man. When you and your wife have a problem and the marriage come to an end, you is a girl where you just go bounce with because you want somebody with a cushion in your category to deal with. I'm very diplomatical about it. I'm very respectable about it. Right? You have to be fast to deal with somebody like Kitty. Kitty, first of all, the sight of your mouth don't even look like you can give a good head. I swear. Kitty, you giving somebody a head. Your mouth will be dripping all over the man's private part. It is so disgusting. Kitty, first of all, the way you look, right? You have too much water in your body, Kitty. Kitty, too much water in your body. Too much water in your breast. Kitty, the size of your breast, them, they are so soft, it will have to take two hands to hold them up to suck them. And I'm being, you're not even fluffy. You're not even diva-ish, Kitty. Kitty, you are like an old ladder car that break down that cannot fix back. You're like one of the old antique cars that were turned to black and used. Kitty, you're like a tractor trailer without a body on it. You don't look good, Kitty. Kitty, when you hear relationship thing, don't get involved because you should have glad if a man do pick you up. The only reason why a man will pick you up is because you're on the radio and you can bust a song or... Kitty, you don't look good. Kitty, you don't look good. Kitty, I swear to God up above. In order for you to get a decent man, or a man that's got for you going to keep, you'd have to dead and born again and come back in a different body. Right? That is the reason why you have a problem with Monique, the diva. Because Monique, whether or not what she should do or ask, she look good. Kitty, she look good. And Kitty, for you if you have smart mouth and your broad mouth, I think you should make them cut off a piece of your mouth and put on your body and take a piece of your body and put on the rest of your body if you bring it down to one size. Because you don't look good. You don't look good. Kitty, you don't look good.
Now, guys, a lot of you don't like the video, right? I understand. A lot of men were bashing Kitty on social media because of her original video. Now, some people saying Dr. Love trace too much and then come like gal, but for those of you who don't know Dr. Love, this is what he's known for. He talks his mind and he speak whatever, but don't shoot us. We're just the messengers, right? But take a look at Miss Kitty's response.
You're gonna take off a story and then you don't even have the intelligence to go and listen to the entire story and see exactly what we're talking about. But not talk about man we are treat man good. I love my man to the space in the ground when walk pan. If he wants some dumpling right now, I soak out them nails, I need a dumpling. And anyhow, me can't need it, me call Tasha, me call my mother, me call people. Because the man love me and take care of me. I'm not talking about men that boyfriends who love their women and take it. Me I talk about the dirty, nasty, mangy man them. And then me I talk about the yogi bear them. The dirty man will come like Christmas tree and a pepper light. The punkus pampankas. The tagla bugla. And then me I chat. Yeah. And then me I chat. You know Miss Kitty not got done settings. And we say beauty and brains, boy. You're hot, you're bright. Hey, me no, hey.
Alright. You want some water?
Me don't even know what I want right now, you know.
We'll make you the tea.
No, me don't want a tea. Me give me water then.
Yeah, right, water. Room temperature. Alright.
Me don't want a tea, then give me a little water, so give me water. No, but you know what? She did start it though, because in this video, she tries to justify her previous video by saying she wasn't saying every man or whatever, but she generalized in that video. She didn't say, okay, only certain kind of boyfriend should get certain treatment. She said, boyfriend for eat out of styrofoam and file, and husband supposed to eat out of whatever, out of plate on him, something there. In this video now, she says she loves a man, and if he wants her to knead dumpling, knead flour or whatever for make dumpling, she will either soak off her nails or call her mother or someone to come do it. She'll kill me right now. She'll kill me because Kitty, you can't want to be wife and I do things when no wife materialish. Me not understand. But that's why Dr. Love traced her, guys. You may agree or disagree, but he's not the only man lashing out on her. But even her response, if she wasn't guilty of something or if she felt like her statement was justified, she wouldn't carry on like that in the video. Me have to talk truth. She wouldn't carry on like that. But how you feel about what she said in the first initial video talking about husband and boyfriend treatment and boyfriend have to get certain kind of sex and whatever? How you feel about it?
I think everything that you do is stages. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't withhold yourself then if you want somebody to like invest in you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show some certain things that would say, oh, hey, I wanna invest in this relationship. I wanna make this a relationship. First of all, put a title on it, because you know it starts off with you dating, you getting to know each other, whatever the case may be. Then you could say, well, styrofoam box or whatever. But if it's official, like we going around now, why I gotta wait till I put a ring on your finger for you, cook for me, or you know what I mean?
Out a proper plate and then something there.
That's a recipe for disaster. You're gonna end up lonely like Miss Kitty. If you
the shade of it all.
I'm just saying.
No, but it's the truth, because a lot of women are saying, but that's, last week I asked some of the viewers, how do you differentiate boyfriend status from husband status? Because some were saying you have to cook, clean and wash so the man know your wife material. But then it's like, what do you do when he becomes your husband? What makes him a husband if you're doing the same thing? You know? But guys, we look at overtime done. I don't want nobody cuss me, right? So you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving, Mr. Dan J. I thank you for being on this episode with me.
was a
Pulsation's
pleasure.
first holiday episode. I give thanks
Epic.
for this.
Mhm.
Give thanks for life. Give thanks for you being here. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, CPJ. Big up yourself. Honest solutions to the world. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. And check out this LOL video today. I'll see you Friday.
Alright, chicken and bread. Chicken and bread. Chicken and bread. When me say me want chicken and bread. Alright, 1, 2, 3, easy. Watch the way that girl a bubble and a teasing. That girl a try extra hard just to please me. She want me. Alright, watch the way that girl a TikTok. She a bubble like she want back. She said she want rice so up on top. She said, oh you long and non-stop. It's the chicken and bread. Where I got chicken and bread. If you see it, I tell you what I do. Alright, 1, 2, 3, easy.